Why is it easier for men to let go than it is for women? Often we women are accused of having an elephant mind that doesn't forget anything, even the tiniest experiences and things that were said years ago. Does the following scenario seem familiar to you?
That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you around, you won't say something that was not. You won't say something like.
We are especially sensitive during our period, and that's not just randomly like that. Our nervous system is extremely spiked and our psychic abilities on steroids, and that's for a reason, because our period time is a time where we need to detox and purify. So anything that we haven't resolved, that we are still holding on to, that we haven't spoken our truth about, is going to be more in our face. In general, why it is harder for women to let go than it is for men, it's fairly simple. It goes back to our nature as masculines and feminines. The feminine is the retainer, the container. We don't just receive everything, but we also store any emotions, any experiences, our energy in our body and the way that it runs through us. The female energy body is similar to a Duracell battery. We are very long lasting, and therefore a woman generally can work the whole day, take care of the household, and still have enough energy for the family in the evening. It is also shown in our intimate life, because when a woman orgasms, our orgasm is internal and therefore fills up our entire system with this vital life force energy. A majority of us can keep going on and on and on immediately, whereas for a man, the energy goes outwards his body when he orgasms and depletes him. That's why they need a little bit more time to restore themselves. Having said all of this, this retainer energy within ourselves has its positive and has its negative sides, because it makes it really hard for us to release things and let them go, because we tend to hold on to them. The masculine on the other side is the releaser, and that doesn't just count sexually. Have you ever noticed that when you have a discussion with your partner or an argument, that overnight and the next day they tend to have forgotten about it while you are still holding on to it and want to keep going on with the conversation? That's because the system of the masculine is designed to process and release everything that has occurred within a few hours out of his energetic system. So the next day he is revitalized and ready to look at things from a different perspective and find solution. That of course is different for men that are holding on to grudges, but in general for the masculine, releasing is natural. As opposed to the woman, the man gives and releases his energy throughout the entire day over and over again. That's why many of them come home feeling very tired and needing time for themselves, whereas we women are like, bah, 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 bah. Of course, there are men that are holding on to things, and there are women that are having no issues letting go. But as a rule of thumb, in general, for majority of us, we need to learn how to work with our natural energy system and how it moves through our body, how we communicate with it, and how we can release it. So as a woman, the best way to go about it is to really understand your internal system of processing experiences. Where are you still holding on to things? And why do you personally feel that you're not ready to let them go? We are not victims to our predispositioned nature, and we are emotional creatures for a reason. Therefore, we need to use it to our benefit. If we are already naturally the retainers that are storing, then we need to store things and experiences and emotions and thoughts that truly serve us. So if you want to understand your emotional process, you need to really be honest and clear with yourself. What are the situations you are struggling to release, you are holding on to, whether these are people, whether these are situations, and how does it benefit you to actually not release them? You see, whatever we do serves a certain purpose, and sometimes it runs so subconscious, or majority of the time, that we are not really aware of. So when you understand how your own inner process functions, you can address it and allow yourself to let it go once and for all.